Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So we got the new Hatcher out, what do you call it? Underworld Lineage. So as usual, we'll do our monster review and then we'll pull the guaranteed 10 shot and see what we get. Unfortunately, with the 8.0 update, we lost the ability to see the little icons in the bottom. So we'll go to the website instead and we'll look at the monsters here. Okay, so first is Azazel. And then he might be the one that most people are paying attention to in this Hatcher. Here is the evolution version, and he is pretty great for his bump combo, very strong homing bump combo. And then null block, not a lot of characters have null block yet. He won't be immediately useful, but in the future he will be. And then I have a guess that this guy's going to be very, very useful for farming EXP. And rank raising when we finally get those final trial quests. And then the Ascension here, this is kind of the version of the character everybody has their eye on. Pierce, null damage wall, null magic circle. And so this would be pretty great for floor 33 of the Tower of Champions. And then also the upcoming Wood Colossal Quest for Shambhala. And then he also has a 12-turn command strike shot, which is pretty great. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but can get your guys moving. And then he has a speed up as well. And all of these things together might make him really good for Hakua, so he can be a Hakua hunter, as well as good for that Tower of Champions floor, and then the upcoming Wood Colossal Quest. Alrighty. Next up we got Mammon. And then here's his evolution version. He's just kind of a simple bounce with no gravity barrier. There are lots of wood characters with this combo, because that's a good combo for Yamato Takeru. He has a Beast Slayer, which mostly works on mobs, not on bosses so much. And then he does have a new strike shot, where he changes into a Pierce. But after he hits a wall, he reverts back to bounce character. And this is most often used when there is a boss against a wall, and then you use Mammon, you go through the boss, hit the wall, and then you go in here and do all that damage in there. It is an 8-turn strike shot, so the multiplier is not very high, although it does seem that his speed does go up a good amount. And then he has the bump combo for Flare. And then the only other one, I believe, is Akala. And then Akala was a power type, so the damage from the Flare is not as high. So Mammon has the first full power Flare. And then I think the character kind of centers around how committed you are to using the Flare. You can use his 8-turn strike shot sort of as a positioning strike shot. And then once he's next to the boss, you can hit him with other characters to make good use of the Flare. So that's how I think would be the best way to use Mammon Evolution. The Ascension form is going to be more widely used, I think, because he has the double null ability of Flight, Null Gravity Barrier. It means he'll still be good for Yamato Takeru, but he'll also be able to go to, like, Akala, because of the mines in there. And then he's got really crazy stats, except for his speed. And then he has the same strike shot, but it's a 12-turn strike shot, so he has a bit of a multiplier in there. He also has a same bump combo in the Flare, but he is a power type, so it'll be less powerful, but the same as Akala, so still pretty powerful. Okay, and then finally we have Succubus here. This is the evolution version, and she's a pretty simple, just bounce null damage wall. So she does have a lot of competition there. She does have the 8-turn tackle strike shot, and there have been a few characters up to now that have that, like Othello, and then some drop monsters like Medusa and Richelieu. But I think Succubus is the first one where it's not a laser that she shoots out after the tackle, it's the throw up and then they land down again. And the special thing about this is that it does 500,000 damage guaranteed. With the throw-up. And so you don't need to worry about hitting the boss's weak point. You can hit anywhere. And yeah, that makes it easier to use. And then let's see, that the throw-up damage is not modified by anything. So it doesn't get increased with the Demi-Human Slayer or with the element advantage on dark monsters. It's also not reduced. So even if this character gets the power down, it's still a guaranteed attack. And then she is a blast type, so her homing destruction bump combo is pretty strong for that too. And then this bump combo is really special because it does do that guaranteed 500,000 damage. And so she's kind of a Tokyun hunting machine. So if you were to bring her to the temple to farm for ableberries, it would be very easy for her just to take out Wakarin. And then the most HP that Tokyun Wakarin can have is 500,000. So you're guaranteed to take him down if you have Succubus ready with the strike shot. And then her being a null damage wall, you could bring her to the Dark Time Trial, the Light Carnage, the Wood Time Trial, and you could maybe take her to the Water Time Trial as well. So yeah, there's kind of a lot of versatility for her in temples, but not so much anywhere else. Okay, and then let's look at a Succubus Ascension, and kind of the same idea here. Blast type with the homing, and then the 8-turn tackle strike shot with the same guaranteed damage. Also a blast type. However, she picks up the sub-bump combo of the mini spread, and that's one of my favorite bump combos. And then because she has that, she kind of works a little bit differently from the evolution. The evolution, you use her tackle strike shot, and then I would say it would be better for taking down mobs around and positioning and that kind of thing. The Ascension strike shot, you can use that more for doing good damage against the boss. You stick to the boss, you do that damage, and then she'll be really well set up for her sub-bump combo, which works great when it is close range. So that's kind of how she plays differently. And then because she has both flight and null gravity barrier, she would be perfect for the Fire Time Trial, and that's a really big help because that's kind of the most difficult temple to get Wakarin, to take down Wakarin, because you get the power down, and so you can't do as much damage to that elf, and then it has a greater chance of running away. But if you had the Ascension of Succubus, then I would recommend bringing her every time, just in the case you get Wakarin. Okay, so that was the look at those characters. So let's head back to the game and let's do the 10 shot. This is the featured one, so this will guarantee a 5-star. Alrighty, and this is my first time pulling, so there also may be the 4 stars as well, so it might stop for that. And then I cannot hear what is going on, so we may get the strike shot voice, or we may not since it's guaranteed anyway, but let's go ahead with that and go! Oh, the voice did come. Alright, let's see what happens. I have no idea what happens when you get a guaranteed thing on a guaranteed 10 shot. Alright, what do we got? Okay, so this is Moloch. He's one of the 4 stars, and he's interesting because he's got Deity Slayer XL. So he could be good in the way that Ki is useful. Alright, let's continue. Alright, what do we got? Nice, Mammon. Alrighty. So this was the one that I think is kind of generally powerful. And I'm very excited to get him because he's got that new strike shot, and I do want to test him out. And I'm also a big fan of the flare bump combo, so thumbs up. Alright, let's see if we get anything else. Alrighty, is this another 4-star? Huh! Okay, Diamond. I didn't have Diamond before. This might be the character that was, what is it? Guaranteed through the strike shot voice. I don't know. But anyway, let's continue. Come on, stop again. This might be the 4-star here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is Azazel, and he's the one that I think is probably the most necessary, because he can do things that other characters can't do, especially when it comes to floor 33 of the tower, and because of Shambhala, when Shambhala is coming up. It's pretty amazing. Alrighty, let's continue. Can we get the three-peat? Stop, 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 stop! No, okay. Wow, okay, that was really good. Wasn't expecting that at all. Alrighty, so that is my look at this hatcher. And then, to tell the truth, this was the hatcher that I was most excited about since probably the summer limited time hatcher. I think all three of the monsters in the hatcher are very worth having. So yeah, I would highly recommend the guaranteed hatcher, and I would say it'd even be worth to go beyond that and try to get the full set. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care.